guys, so today we're trying out something new. As you know, your girl's been up to March Madness. We've been doing March Madness and I've been trying out some vegan meals, guys. And today I'm going to try to make jerk chicken out of king oysters. As you can see here, I'm not really a mushroom type of girl, but I heard these are the best ones because they're supposed to have the same texture as chicken. Well, we're gonna find out. All right, so we also have some spring roll wrappers, which we're gonna use as like the skin layer of our chicken. Y'all, you know, I'm not really a chef, but we're about to make something happen, and I will be using the famous Walker's Wood jerk seasoning for the meal today. I love this Walker's Wood jerk seasoning, baby, straight out of Jamaica, man. I think we're gonna do is go ahead and cut these ends off of it, the roots off of this thing here, because that's what I saw on YouTube. That's what everybody said you're supposed to do, so that's what I'm doing. So we're going to cut the roots off of each and every one of these, and then we're going to clean them up just a little bit. Now, I saw a couple of different videos, and some people were saying not to soak them in water unless you're boiling them, of course, and some were boiling them. So I try to play the safe route because they said don't boil them because it will absorb all the water and be too soft. And I can see that. So what I decided to do is take a paper towel, a wet paper towel, and kind of try to wipe them clean a bit because I couldn't just not do nothing. So, I mean, they still got a little water, but you know, I just need to feel like it was clean, you know, even though they're going to be heated up and maybe the germs be gone by then, child. I don't know. I'm kind of new to this. Y'all let me know down in the comments if you know the best way to cook mushrooms. I don't regularly eat mushrooms because the texture, I do not like the texture of the mushroom. It's just too soft for me. So now that we've got these things all cleaned up, the next thing we're going to do is get to slicing. All right, so we're going to slice it up in like little thin like slices, and as I'm cutting it, I noticed that, oh my goodness, it actually kind of looks like a piece of chicken breast, doesn't it? A little bit look like a little piece of chicken breast, y'all. So my goal is to slice up the rest of these mushrooms to look just like that. I'm not gonna lie, at this point I'm pretty hopeful that this is going to turn out right because it's actually looking and feeling a bit like chicken breast. So let's go ahead and slice. We're not gonna dice. Let's go ahead and slice these mushrooms up. Look at it, y'all. Does that not look like the inside of a chicken breast? Am I tripping? It looks real. I can't wait to try this because if I can find a substitute for chicken, oh baby, it's on and popping because your girl only eats chicken anyways. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. I don't eat fish. Rarely, maybe once or twice a year I eat fish. So if I can find a chicken substitute, your girl is going to be vegetarian again, on the way to plant-based diet. All right, so here's a full plate, guys, of everything all sliced up, and I must say it does look good. I don't even like mushrooms. Come through, king oyster mushrooms. Okay, guys, so the next step, of course, is seasoning, and your girl got an Old Bay that I brought from around the way. Okay, so now we got the chicken. We're gonna go ahead and put the chicken inside the Ziploc bag, and then we're going to season it with some Old Bay. We're going to pack that on in there like so, and I'm going to toss some diced sliced onions up in this thing. You know, I used to hate onions, but now onions just add a little bit of flavor to everything. I can't cook without it now. So I'm adding a couple of onions up in here, and of course the next thing I'm going to do is add my jerk seasoning sauce. I had mild earlier, but I opened the fridge and realized, y'all, I had some hot and spicy left, so we're going to use this hot and spicy that's left over. Hopefully it's not too spicy, but this is what we're going to do. Now we have all the seasoning in, and we're going to just close this Ziploc bag and mash everything all up and make sure that it is covered from the rooter to the tutor. If you know, you know. Okay, so now we have to go ahead and get our wrappers ready. These are spring roll wrappers that we're going to be using. basically rice paper. You can use whatever brand you want. So the instructions say that we take this thing, it looks like a piece of plastic to be honest, but once we dip it down into the water, it softens right on up. All right, so let's give it a go. And by the way, we leave it in the water for 30 seconds and then it's supposed to soften up. And we left this thing right on out the water and it looks like it's ready. It worked, guys. You're supposed to pack these things dry with filter paper, and I ain't have no filter paper, so I tried to use a paper towel, y'all, but that didn't really work right. So your girl just had to do the best that she could. Okay, so the jerk chicken has been in the fridge for a couple of hours at this point. So now we've taken it out because, you know, it's been about 2-3 hours, guys, actually. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the jerk chicken onto the rice paper. So we're going to pack it on there. This is my first go around, guys, so bear with me. Now I'm not going to lie, I'm over here trying to cover this thing with this thin ass rice paper, and I ripped it a little bit. So for the first one I actually used 2 pieces of rice paper, but with the other ones I just put a little bit less mushroom chicken in it, just to avoid having to use so many slices, because I only bought 1 pack of rice paper. Let me breathe. Give me the thing that ready for really get to life. Tell me all about the things that you were fantasize. I know you dig the way my step, the way my make me stride. All you feeling, baby, because they cannot be denied. Come to me in the night to make me get it amplified. Okay, so we got our jerk chickens all wrapped up in this rice paper skin. So I just took the remainder of the sauce that was in the bag and just kind of put it all on top of it so that rice paper can get some nice good seasoning. And now we're going to take these 4 pieces of jerk chicken tenders and put it in the fridge and let it sit for a few hours. Now after it's been sitting, we're going to go ahead and put it in the oven. We're going to put it in the oven, guys. This is what it's looking like so far. I don't know, I'm getting a little weird, but we're going to see. All right, so I baked that joker in the oven for about 15-20 minutes. Took it out. I don't know if that's long enough or not, but it's still a little soft, and I don't see how we can get hard. You know, a couple of these pieces look a little crispy on the outside, but this ain't giving what I thought it was going to give. But hey, now it's time for a taste test. Y'all see that mushroom sliding out? I don't like that. I'm not a fan of it at the very moment. It's the texture for me. So now we're going to try it a different way. I decided to put it on some brown wheat, and I added a little bit of barbecue sauce just to see if I could get it, you know, tasting the way that I want it to taste. Roll that thing up like a baby blunt. Let's give it a taste. The sauce is really good. That's what gets me, but this thing is still too soft, y'all. It's a no for me. All right, guys, thanks for hanging around for the experiment. Drop some more suggestions and recipes down in the comments below, and you know your girl's gonna try it out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Can't wait to see you on the next experiment. Peace. Now. My baby girl. Yes, no, hurt me too good, baby. Oh, I'm so wrapped up in your love, let me go. Let me breathe. I'm a fantasy. Give me the thing that ready for really get to life. Tell me all about the things that you were fantasize. I know you dig the way my step, the way my make me stride. All you feeling, baby, because they cannot be denied. Come to me in the night to make me get it amplified. All I grip for run the ship, and I go slip, and I go slide. In other words, the love I got to give it certified. We give it the toughest, longest time for ride.